What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and, well, we haven't talked about we have a new blue zone incoming, but we haven't talked about any of the other blue zones in this set, so let's just go ahead and jump in, because I've beaten quite a few of these with this team, and I feel like this team actually has the chops. Plus, we haven't really played with the EZA BROLY at all, just, well, Hurricane and all that stuff happening. It became very difficult to do things around that point in time. So let's go ahead and jump in here. And let's give this a shot, shall we? So right out of the chute, we're just going to go ahead and pop in. I have done some practice runs of this, so I feel pretty confident this team's got it. But we'll have to see. We shall have to see. Right out of the gate, one thing I do like to do with these, and I'm going to risk taking off my my USB cable, but typically speaking, I put one of the newer, the tech Brolys, basically where the vast majority of the attacks are incoming, and then I leave him unchanged. I feel like the other Brolys can probably handle this defensively, but I do feel like he is probably better off. You know what? We'll go ahead and transform him. I do feel like he's better off untransformed in this situation, but I think he's going to be all right. Plus, with the amount of healing and stuff we get, I haven't been terribly bashful about obtaining some of these exploding items, but I think I want to put the other Broly on the back burner. So yeah, I think honestly with him on the back burner, I think we're going to be better off like this. So let's see. Okay, so this Broly doesn't need a huge amount, but he's not going to get a super light. He's not going to get a use super like that. I'm going to go ahead and risk it. That's a lot of damage, but I think we'll be okay. Ah, it wasn't as much damage as I thought it was. Here we go. That'll be aight. That'll be aight. And we'll just work on getting rid of 18, so she's not really as much of a menace to our Fizz Broly. There we go. And notice we've already got a decent amount of healing out. So I'm not... Honestly, you don't need to be worried about the bombs, in my personal opinion. I think the bombs are more of a red herring than much of anything else. Nice. Very nice. Extremely nice. Can we keep going? Let's do this. And 18's halfway down. Now we do have our recently SEZA'd Broly, and he is absolutely putting in work, but he's also taking some damage here. Let's see what he takes from the SA. Oh, he's sealed, but what does it matter, right? Like, by the time he gets back, he'll be aight. Did he just not care about that? Or, no, she sealed the tech Broly. Never mind, I'm sorry. I thought we were already on the strength Broly. Man, look at him just put in all this work. And he laughs at it. This team is so broken, guys. This team has become one of my absolute favorites. It is completely busted. I mean, when a blue zone like this is laughable, it says something. I know these aren't necessarily the hardest events of the game right now, but they're the most recent events we got, and for this team to just be laughing at it and embarrassing it is really, really telling. So when this new blue zone drops off to talk about it, we'll have to try this team again. But we're still turn 1, guys. We're still turn 1, no items. We've taken no damage. I was even bashful about transforming Broly, but I honestly should not have been. Here we go. So we'll go ahead and transform him. Now, the downside is... this is a movie Broly, so he'll be alright. He's just Super Saiyan Broly. And I think this is legendary. Yeah, this is legendary Broly, so he'll be okay. So yeah, we can just put him in the front. That's a lot of damage to eat. We'll do it. I'm glad I didn't take all of it because we will need to heal between this. Okay, we'll do that. And then he only really needs that. Now, we will need some healing. The sheer number of explodable orbs that are out there is a nuisance. I really feel like they nerfed the damage on this because of all the orbs that you're going to have to eat shortly. So, we'll see. I'm sure there's a tactic to bring something that changes the strength orbs away. And sure, I totally get that. But I really wanted to flex this team. And I think this team is okay. I think this team can just eat the damage and laugh at it. Plus, when we get into the next section, the other movie Broly, the other tech Broly will transform. Sorry, they're all movie Brolys. The other tech Broly will transform, so we'll be fine. It's really nothing to worry about. And yes, I know that tech Broly that transformed is awesome and got his EZA and he's great. I just didn't have a room for him on the team with kind of the SEZA Broly. So, you know, I know this team probably could be even better, but I really wanted to use the Fizz Broly over the other Broly. I think, honestly, strictly from the standpoint of link skills and all that, I think it was the right choice to make, because the other Broly probably would have problems linking up from time to time, whereas the Super Broly with Lemo and Chilai, I mean, as much as they don't really have the same link skills and all that, he's a totally different unit. He's still a Broly at the end of the day. He just doesn't. He doesn't have the link problems because he's a base Broly. All right. Oh, I do have Tech Broly on here. Never mind. I do have him on here. Why did I think he was left off? Oh, no, we're good. We're fine. Now, problem is, he's Legendary Broly. No, he's Super Saiyan Broly. Okay. So, because the Strength one is Legendary, we're good. Never mind. I was making excuses, and I didn't even need to. Well, then. Scratch everything I just said. I really thought he wasn't built on the team. That's... Hey, I'm sure somebody's screaming at me in the comments. Go for it. I'm a big old dummy. I forgot even the team that I had built. All right. I mean, I can't help but feel like this is in the bag. I'll be honest with you. I don't think there's much of anything they can do to change what's about to happen. They're going to try, though. And they're going to fail. This team is crazy, dude. This team is absolutely nuts. All right. So we got the 24 key, and he is just going to wreck everything. A complete lunatic. All right. Hopefully the second phase is a little bit more of a threat. Because I'll be honest, right now, I do not feel the threat. All right, let's go ahead and transform him. Physical key is the bomb this time. We'll do that. Which meant something different a number of years ago, didn't it? Let's see. How ever so explodey is this going to make us? Oh, okay. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Oh, 3-digit damage this time. 3-digit damage. Alright, we'll need some on-color key. And we're still just laughing at everything. And, I mean, so one thing that is very telling here is the amount of defense. You could see the attack stat versus, like, our critical hits landing and just not really doing as much. So they are reducing damage quite a bit. And that's not, you know, that's not defense. That's just raw damage reduction. So there is something to be said for how little damage they're taking, even on critical hits. Come on, dude. $10 mil attack stat. And how much damage are they taking? Last one was a little over 3 mil. 4 mil. Critical hit would maybe have been like 7. Dude, he is putting in work, though. Can we get a shout out for this AGL Broly and how absolutely crazy he is even at this point of the game? And look at him put in work. This is bonkers. All right, now the only downside is here we're going to need some on-color key next turn because we've got to do some healing. We didn't get a lot of healing done here. So hopefully the key is in the right position next time. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Probably should have had him a little further out just because. All right, so we did get some orb changing. That's fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and once again put him on the front line. Give him some color key. We don't have a lot of red keys, so I'm going to go ahead and float the other Broly. Nah, you know what? Yeah. I hate to float the SEZA Broly, but I think we need to do it for the healing. I think it's a short-term loss, long-term gain situation. Because I do feel like we definitely need that healing. There's a lot of AGL attacking happening on that last rotation, but I feel pretty confident we'll take it out. I think he's got it. Yeah, 28 mil with a crit. This dude has no limitations. He's just completely insane. Poor Krillin getting disrespected. Just disrespected. I mean, I guess the fact that Krillin can withstand this is pretty telling, but at the same rate, it's just like... In the series, that would have been... He would have squished. Even Super Krillin, I mean, he got hurt with a gun, and dudes in Dragon Ball were able to withstand that gunfire from lunch like it was absolutely nothing. So yeah, yeah, he'd be a grease stain. I hate to say it because I adore the character, but let's be real, he would have been a Cliff Pizza. Though he did put in some work right there. He actually did some serious damage. I was a little worried for just a moment. Okay, the Easy Aid Tech Broly is now in his final form. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the domain here. Bada bing, bada boom. Domain activated. Fantubulous. This Broly should get, I think, every single link when he's here in the center. Let's see. Nope. Saiyan lineage is not linked up. That's okay. And he is transformed. Let's see. Prodigies. Saiyan lineage. Okay. Shocking speed. Shocking speed, Saiyan Warrior Race. So, funny enough, is AGO Broly better in the center? Yeah, AGO Broly's better in the center, and he gets on color key. Hopefully we don't get dealt with because of this. He doesn't need that. But, healing. Lots and lots of healing. Okay. Now, will he withstand an SA? That's the question. And please don't clip that, because I definitely don't need that on my permanent record. That's a phrasing moment. Some of our terminology definitely has not aged well. That's for absolute certain. All right. Bam. Bam. And we're done. And honestly, I think the worst thing about Blue Zone was the simple fact that we had to eat the explosion damage. And in some situations, that became a little... Like, it wasn't scary. It was what it was. I really feel like that event could have been better. But, I mean, we laughed at it. So I'm looking forward to seeing the new one. But for now, that was a lot of fun. If you guys want to see the rest of those with that same team, let me know in the comments down below. Though, if they did this one, I'm sure they could do the rest. But if you guys want to see it, by all means. If you want to see anything else with that team, that's what the comment section is for. That team is disgusting. And I love it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.